Hey guys, what's up and welcome. Thank you so much for making it this far. In this lecture, we are going to continue and create these images or this row of images. Obviously, we've got a lot of choices to go about it. We can create these components as they are, but as you can see, these are just plain images with the text. So that won't give you an opportunity or a chance to learn much. So instead of just using images from these, why don't we use carousels or sliders, okay, or some sort of slideshow or something? Okay, but let me show you what I mean. Let's just go to ShotCN. Let's go to ShotCN UI, go to docs, and let's look for carousel. Here is the carousel. So why don't we create something like this instead? This will help you to learn more about ShadCN and also create a better portfolio if maybe in case you might use this as your portfolio instead of just creating static images like this one. Okay. So let's just continue and look for what we want to build. So with us, we want to do something like this. Okay. Obviously, inside here, there will be our categories. Okay. According to the UI, as you can see. Okay. Please, guys, allow me to tell you more about myself and what I do. In case it's your first time, this is your first time to take my course. My apologies about that. I am Matthew Msingathi. I'm a designer and developer from South Africa. I already got 2 courses on Udemy, Next.js with ShadCN and TypeScript, and also React Advanced Compound Components. So please, guys, if you like my content and how I teach, please do me a favor. You can also come here and support me in case maybe obviously you are not in a position to support. Maybe you've got some financial challenges. Don't mind, these courses has got a lot of content for free. Okay, I only reserve maybe 40 to 30% for payment, so meaning that if you come here and click here, you've got almost like, let's say, 60 to 70% that is viewable that you can still watch and learn. On top of that, I also got a Figma course which is entirely free. Obviously, I don't know why it doesn't appear here. Maybe it's supposed to be free, but if you click on my profile, you can see it. Thank you so much for that. Let's get into the business. Okay, so as you can see, guys, what are we going to do? So the first thing that we are going to do is to install the slider. Okay, the first thing that we're going to do is to install the slider. Let's see, how do we some sort of add the slider? As you can see, guys, okay, the carousel. So you just click here, and where is my code? Here's my code. Apologies about that. Let's split the terminal and then let's paste this here. Okay, so how can we know if the carousel has been installed? We just have to come to components, UI. This is ShadCN components. Then this is supposed to appear here. In most cases, ShadCN components, they've got some dependencies, meaning that a carousel component might depend on a cart component, which is also here on ShadCN. So if that is the case, we will install those components. Apologies about that. Let's see. Okay, but it looks like to me, we are not going to really need all of those. So in our case, we want this. Okay, this is what we want. So where is the code for it? Let's see. So here is the code for it. Okay, so how are we going to do this? Let's just copy this code as is, and then let's go to our own Visual Studio Code. As you can see, it's still installing. I don't mind much about that. So we need to always decide, as usual, is it going to be a component that can be reusable, or this is an app specific component? To me, it looks like it's an app specific component. So let's go to app component, and apologies about that, and we are going to create a new file. Okay, so this file needs to be meaningful. Okay, So let's give it a name of category carousel. Okay, .tsx. All right, and then let's paste this. Okay, as it is. As you can see, guys, looks like we don't have, we do have one error because this is looking for a cut component which is not there. Apologize about that. Let me just take a water break. Okay, thank you so much for your patience. I hope I'm going to be better now. So as you can see, we've got a cut component that we need also to add. But at the moment, we're not going to jump straight into that. What we are going to do, we are going to check, do we really need it? It might happen we are not going to use it. For instance, let's just remove it here. Remove and save, and then let's see what is the challenge. As you can see, starting from here, okay, we can remove this because it's complaining, and then let me just type here my content. That means we have to put our own content here, which is some sort of images, okay, of our categories. I'm happy with this. I think we are ready to, we didn't import this, okay. So first of all, let's change the names. Component name, where is the component name? Carousel size, let's change it to a category carousel, okay. And then we need to go to here, and then inside here, where is the section? Here is the section. This is the where is the title? Here is the title of the section. Here is the description, and here is the content. So inside the content, I will then put the carousel, okay. I apologize about that. So let me import it. By on Windows, I'm going to press Control and space so that I can import it. So let's see how it looks without the card component. We don't really need it. Let's see, is it refreshing? I don't think so. Let's just refresh. As you can see, here is my content, my content, my content. As you can see, I'm happy with this. Okay. And what else now? We need the images. Okay. So let's just go to Excels. Excels, and let's just search for furniture. Okay, and these are going to act as our categories. Okay, let's download this. And not really. Okay, save image and go back here. Let's see. Okay, let me just quickly pause the video and try to get something to help me with my throat. Maybe I'll organize a cough syrup or something. I don't know. Okay, so let me just quickly pause the video, guys. I'm coming back now. Thank you so much for understanding. Okay, guys, thank you so much for your patience. I'm back. So let's see. Let's be quick. I think I'm looking for almost like let's say 6 images. So let's just pick the last two. Let's just pick the last two. Okay, I hope my furniture choice it's better. Okay, I'm not what can I say? I'm not into home decorations and furniture. That's not me. Okay, so I'm choosing these images randomly. All right, I think this is enough. So what we want to do now, we want to these images don't have the same, what can I say? They don't have the same God help me, file extension. Okay, these images don't have the same file extension, so how are we going to do that? Let's see. Yeah, this might be a problem. Okay, so let me do this so that all of these can have the same file extension. Okay, here is all of them. So can't I just highlight all of them and drag and drop them on Figma? I'm hoping that can happen. Drag and drop them here and then export them. Okay, drag and drop them here. I hope that will happen. Yes, and then let's just export them as they are. Okay, let's just export as JPG. Export as JPG. My apologies about this. Okay, I hope all of them, they are JPG. All right, and then we are done. So let's just quickly come and check here, refresh. Suppose we have the same images here. Okay, same images. But the, what can I say, the file extension, as you can see here, this is JPEG, JPG, JPG, happy with that, JPG, JPG, and JPG. So starting from here to here, it's all JPG. So I can copy this. So we are going to go back to our code and public assets, and then let's just reveal in Explorer. Okay, here on assets, images, and then let's have a folder here, category. Let's just say category. Okay, and then here on assets, let's see, where is category now? Is it me? Assets, images, okay, and then categories, and then let's just rename these for simplicity. This is going to be 1, going to be 2. I'm making things simpler. Going to be 3. This is going to be 4. Going to be 5. And this is going to be 6. Okay. And I'm happy with this. So what do I want to do now? I think I want to use an image. Okay. So let's go back here. And let's see. We want the category carousel. Go back here. So what we want here, we want to put an image, which is a next image. Apologies about that. With a self-closing tag. The things that the next image need, I think, is the width and height. Okay. When it comes to the width and height, since we are going to round the corners, okay, so what we are going to do, we are going to put these images inside here. Okay, so the first thing that we need to do, we're not going to give these guys a width and height, but we are going to pass this property called fill. This property called fill means that this image is going to fill this container. So this container has to be relative first. Okay, meaning that whatever width and height is going to be relative to the parent, which is this one. Okay, like if it's like if this is 100%, this is going to be 100% of these guys. I just got a little disturbance. My apologies. I'm just going to pause the video and come back. It's very important. All right, let's continue. Thank you so much for understanding. That was my mother calling. Okay, Let's continue, guys, and let's see what we can do. So I was saying these attributes, make sure that this will fill this container. So if this container will be filled by the image, we might as well set the width and height. Let's try the width of 200 pixels. The width of 200 pixels. Let's say the height of 300. Okay. The height of 300. Okay. The height of 300 pixels. All right. I think that's all. Since we are already here, we can just use rounded mid. Do we have something like that? Yes, since we are already here. Okay. We don't have the source for this image, so we need to set the src. Okay, I don't really need these, the code block, I don't need that. So in terms of the src /, that means we're on public, and then we get into assets. That's where I want to be. And then inside assets, I've got img. Okay, I've got img, and then inside img, I have got categories, I think. Category, I think it's category, and then we have one.jpg. Okay. All right, let's just confirm if all is well. We are on public. This is / assets, and then inside assets we've got img, and then inside img we've got category. And then inside category we've got one.jpg. It looks like we are winning. Apologies about that. Looks like we are winning. What else? I don't think there is something else. I think also this next image needs an alt. Okay, which is what could this be? Let me just say image for now. Okay, in fact it can be empty. Okay, it doesn't really have to have something as long as it's there. Let's go back, guys, and see what we have just did. As you can see, here is our images. Okay, as you can see, and also I like the height. Okay, I was worried about the height. So somebody might ask, what happens to the width? It looks like these images like are squashed here and. Okay, that is understandable. What can we do here? We need to some sort of increase the width of the slider. Okay, so let's go back here. So let's go back here in this component. Let's look at the width. Check here, guys. There is maximum width. Okay, maximum width of SM. Okay, we need to remove this. Okay, so that we can only have a width of full. Okay, check what happens when we only have a width of full. Okay. Okay, we will fix this later. This is not rounded. We will deal with it later. Okay, so as you can see, guys, looks like we are getting there. Let's just reference our what can I say, our UI, so that, remember, it needs to be close to this. Okay, so it looks like to me the height is perfect. The height is perfect, but the width, obviously, as you can see, it's not exactly what we want. So we can pimp it up a little bit, the width. Maybe let's make it 300 as well, so that it can be a perfect square. Let's see. I'm somewhat happy with this. But now the square doesn't really look like the way I want to. Okay, let's make it 360, the height. Okay, at least the height must be a little bit longer. Okay, I'm happy with this. As you can see, guys, we are winning. Apologies about that. So now what I want to do, I want to make sure I adjust the width not to full. Okay, to some sort of what can I say, a width that will accommodate these guys. Okay, so it's 3 of them. Okay, it's 3 of them. So let's see, what's the width of each is 300. So 3 times 3, it's 9, which is 900. So if we can make 960, okay, let's see, that means these will fit within that. So let's make a width of 960 here, and then we can adjust from there. Okay, let's say 940. Okay, pixels. Let's see how close are we. As you can see, guys, our mathematics is not bad. Okay, that 40 will be divided by these two gaps, and that's it. This is much better. Okay, and also here, as you can see, the gap is noticeable. Okay, I'm happy with this. All right, so what I don't like here is that our section content, or our content section, it has got a padding top, but it looks like it doesn't have a padding Y bottom. Okay, I don't know why this is very, very close to the edge. I don't know. Okay, apologies about that. So let's just go back there. Where is our content section? Our page section. Here's our page section. Where's our page content? Width is full and the height is full. I don't think we need a height of full now. Maybe we need a height of let's say 500. Let's see. Okay, we need a height. Let's see. It looks like we are getting there. But I don't know why this padding, where does this padding ends? Okay, so what we can do, let's put a BG, a background here, background color. Okay, let's put the background color here. Okay, so this ends here. Okay, and where is our content section ending? Okay, the page section ending. Okay, so if you want to check that, that means we will have to go. Oh, remember, maybe we were testing, guys. My apologies. This is me. Maybe we were testing. Check here. We've got a width of 500, which is a problem. So a height of 500. Let's make this auto. Okay. My sincere apologies about that. Okay. Now, as you can see, guys, we've got the padding top and the padding bottom. Okay. I'm happy with this. So let me remove the background. I don't really need this background. Okay, so let's go back and see how is our images. Okay. Okay, as you can see, guys, these are our categories. Okay. These are our categories. I'm happy with this. Maybe what we can do, we can make this a width of full so that these categories can fit all of them here. Okay, I'm thinking, or maybe this is spacious, nice and neat. Let's go back to the UI. Okay, let's go back to the UI. In the UI, this is a little bit bigger. Okay, so let's go back and make a decision, guys. We have to make a decision. I like the fact that this is very simple, nice, and it's spacious. It makes use of a white space. Okay, in design, the white space is not actually the white space. Okay, even this space where there's an image, we call it a white space. Even this one, we call it a white space. Okay, I'm happy with these guys. Okay, let's not complicate things. The only thing that we can do as we are closing is to round our borders. Okay, to round at the corners. So how are we going to do that? Let's go back here. Okay, where is that div? Here is it. The div is relative. I'm happy with that. It has got rounded, but it doesn't have the overflow hidden. Okay, doesn't have the overflow hidden. As you can see now, the borders are starting to be, the corners are starting to be rounded. I'm happy with this, but obviously this rounded doesn't look like this one. Let's just make it rounded. Let's say rounded LG. Okay, let's just try to make it rounded LG and see how it's going to look like. Okay, I'm happy with this. I think this is noticeable. Okay, so in the next video, we need to create this, okay, or to add this text, okay, but we're not going to add it like here. Okay, we are going to add it in here, okay, so that you can look at the categories here. Why we are going to do that? Simply because we want the customer or the user to click here for categories. Okay, I'm not sure how are we going to implement it. Okay, we will see as we go, but I'm sure we are not going to put these categories here, okay, because somebody might think that they will have to click this text. Okay, I want you to get an impression of I have to click the images, so I will put the text here, the titles for these categories. I am Matthew Msingathi. I am the designer, and at the same time I am a developer. If you might want to support me, please don't forget I've got these other React courses. Thank you so much for making it up to this far. See you on the next one.